Did you remove her property?
Yes, because we had
When
to
did
clean
you
it.
remove it?
I think it was like at least 6 weeks after the fire. I cleaned my side.
Why did you remove it?
She kept complaining that it was my mess, which I understand her part. It's my mess, the dust that I had.
Who gave you the right to remove it?
The property management kept going back and forth from me and her, and she kept telling them that's her mess. So they assumed it was my stuff. That's all they knew. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna clean my stuff. I put it downstairs in an area where I could talk to her in the patio.
When she came back and she saw the property outside, what happened?
She lost it. She grabbed and she tossed it everywhere.
How long did the property remain outside?
I have no idea. She just left it there.
So it was there for over 3 weeks.
Yeah. You left all of that property over 3 weeks?
She already damaged some things. My light, my patio umbrella. So I needed her to see for herself what she has done.
I have a list here, I don't know if you saw it, of all of her personal property that she claims was destroyed. By the way, are you still living in the premises?
I'm the only one there now. My third client.
The management didn't evict you based on anything she said to them about you.
Right. After that, I told them, listen, we had something really good going on, but this time let's just be careful. See, you know, if I could help you guys to get people to move in these rooms that, you know, that have the income.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Any other further questions?
Yeah. The court sometimes takes what's called judicial notice of facts that are not really subject to dispute. And one of the things that the court takes judicial notice of is weather. We can go on the Farmer's Almanac and figure out what the weather was in a particular location on a particular day.
Yeah.
So I looked up the weather in your area, and the first day that it rained after September 9th was September 22nd, which is 13 days later, which means that if you had moved your property anytime in those 12 days, it would have been spared rain damage. Now, do you believe that that's inaccurate?
Ma'am, in Richmond area, there was a precipitation everywhere, moisture. So even if you keep things outside and you come,
why didn't you bring your stuff in?
So
I couldn't bring it in because I couldn't bring it in because she dropped them.
Right. So your position was, as a matter of principle, she moved it, so I'm not bringing it in. I think we understand your position.
Yeah, because she already damaged them.
Ms. Gomez, why didn't you put the stuff back?
From outside?
Yeah.
I told her, clean it up, and I will reorganize it. It's your mess. It's you clean it. That's all she would say.
Ms. Gomez, your counterclaim is based on lost wages. Tell us about that.
Well, when my third client moved in because she was homeless, she was the most highly suicidal. She saw a couple of incidents with her violence. One of the occasions, she was pointing at her face. She had to leave. She couldn't take all this happening. She was banging on the wall, she was stomping on the ground, she was yelling. I just had a harder time to go to where she moved.
You were continuing to work with her, but it took more time for you to have to travel to see her?
Yes, especially when I was there for her for 24/7 and I couldn't be there for her no more for that time, and it was stressful to me.
Okay.
I think I have what I need.
All right, thank you. We're going to excuse both of you while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you very much.
All right, Ms. Emafini, Ms. Gomez, the court has reached a unanimous verdict. Ms. Emafini, you were put on notice that your items were placed outside, according to your complaint, on September 9th. And on principle, left them there because you believed, because she removed your items and placed them outside, that she should also move them back in. However, you had a duty to mitigate the damages and take your stuff inside, and you didn't, so you failed to mitigate the situation, and so you're not entitled to recover for your personal property. Ms. Gomez, you didn't sufficiently prove that you lost wages as a result of the plaintiff. You failed to prove that comments made to management affected you negatively in some way because you're still there. So the court's decision today is to dismiss both of your claims and just understand that living situations are not easy. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Because you're obviously going to be taking in new people. You're maybe going to have roommates. Maybe you shouldn't. Maybe you should live alone. I don't know. But the verdict of the court today is to dismiss both claims. Good luck to the both of you.
Thank you.